Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Real Business Roundtable. Today we're going to be talking about speed strategy. What is it?
Speed strategy.
Speed strategy. What is it? We're going to have staff members here just throw out industries, and we're going to talk about how we can blue ocean or flip them or make them unique where it makes competition irrelevant. The way this type of show, the speed strategy session, works is they throw out an industry and I am going to reinvent it, tweak it, enhance it, improve it, and we will.
This is like ideas. Like this, it's almost like what's that game? Like quick ideas.
A drive-in movie theater. Okay, so first, when we look at a business, if you want to kind of flip it, you want to smack it up, flip it, and rub it down.
Smack it up, flip it, rub it down.
You want to first assess what are the masses doing? All the businesses that are in that industry, what are they doing? How do they do it?
That's a good one.
They all copy each other.
Got me stumped a little bit.
All the same, right? You have to go down the path that's less traveled. So with a drive-in movie theater, let's identify what about the drive-in movie theater would annoy you as a customer. When you go into that drive-in movie theater, what is it that you don't like? Okay, let's say that the view of the screen may not be ideal in certain sections.
Yeah, updating the screen would be, that's a good one.
Improving the screen so no matter where you are, you have a nice view, okay? So screen improvements. Let's say traditional movie theater food. When you go to a movie theater, I'm spoiled with a certain type of palate, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to eat that shit. So maybe make more of a refined offering when it comes to the concessions, the food, the nachos. Maybe have your tortilla chips cooked in beef tallow versus the other stuff. Just be different. So better options, better food, maybe more customer-focused attention. So when the servers come around to the vehicles and say, hey, what would you like? Would you like a milkshake? Would you like a hamburger? Maybe step up the customer service there, where they periodically check in on you, maybe more than normal. It's all about going higher or improving. So you have the customer experience standpoint, then you have the actual deliverable, the movie, okay? Maybe on a hot day, see people got their AC. In a drive-in movie, how do they listen to the movie? They gotta have the windows down?
Radio.
On the radio.
Yeah, dude, this is, you know what's funny? You got me stumped with this one. I'm usually really, so I like, part of what I do is consulting for businesses, whatever it may be, and a part of that is because I'm pretty good at like maneuvering ideas and businesses in a way that, is just different. And you got me fucking stumped. It's tough, and like you can do stuff for the bugs, like a sprinkler system, whatever, update the screen, all that stuff. But as far as actually renovating the aspect of an outdoor movie theater, that's a fucking hard one, man.
I have an idea to squeeze in more vehicles. Here we go. From a business standpoint, you can accelerate revenue by increasing the seating capacity. So what's the seating capacity in a drive-in? The vehicles. Get ready for this. Drum roll. Stadium seating.
Okay,
For the cars.
so I thought about that, like almost like
So there's one row that's really high up, but there's a fence so your car doesn't roll and fall on everyone else.
Well, so no, wait, listen. I was thinking about this. So
Stadium.
I had the idea, but just conceptual, like as a concept. Like imagine you drive up, right, and it's almost like a conveyor belt. Kind of like how car washes are, you put the car in neutral, or kind of like how some garages are in an apartment complex, where it's like they're stacked on top of each other. Now, obviously, I would not stack the cars on top of each other, but imagine you go in, put your car in neutral or park it on this platform or whatever.
Yeah.
And it moves into place. And it's almost like there's levels, but you can get out of your car, you can walk around, you can get onto the whatever it is, but it's almost like they position you on a little bit of a ramp, but there's like platforms on each level, and you can put 2 of them, so that way you're not your view isn't like interrupted by any other vehicles or anything. But
I think that concept, maximizing the seating, which is
that would
like a stadium steep, high up, where everybody,
like a massive theater, but the screen would need to be huge. That is a good one. I haven't been stumped like that in a while. That was a good one.
bicycle shops. So
I already have one.
Go ahead.
So you know how like when you go into like golf stores or like stuff, there's simulations. You can try it out. A dyno for like a car, you can actually try out the bike. So I've seen this before with electric bikes at conventions and whatnot. With the new e-bikes, the Suron, whatever, the Telerias, those are really cool, by the way. But like that, but in a store, I don't know how you would do it. But someone who is at a certain level, you need some sort of harness, and it needs to be some sort of slope. But you'd be able to effectively try out the suspension and all the things that matter when purchasing, especially a high-end mountain bike, right? So maybe a type of simulation that would be pretty cool.
All right, so let's get into what is annoying about a pharmacy.
There needs to be an Amazon for pharmacies that makes it more. It gives people. Huh?
Amazon is doing that.
I know they are, but I just hope they do it right, and it needs to be more accessible. Listen, I understand the opinions on medications and things, and maybe people don't need them, but medications are extremely important and way too expensive for people who actually need them. Mm-hmm. If there was an Amazon day delivery, right? All they need, sorry to CVS and Walgreens, like you're fucking out, but all they need is like centers that are available for walk-in, right? Like literally like a Walgreens or a CVS. But it's just pharmacy. And like, if someone orders, I need this, and they put in the prescription from their doctor, who they can probably FaceTime at this point. Hey, I need a refill, re-up this prescription. Put in an order on the Amazon RX or whatever it's going to be called, and they get it the next day or the same day. All they need is fulfillment centers.
Yeah, so you got to look at all the things that people don't like doing. So having the mail order or delivery, which is cool.
Can you? Yeah, Can you get stuff delivered now?
Yeah.
You can. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, prescriptions can be sent. They'll ship it to you. Especially if you're dealing with like a clinic that's outside of your state, they'll just order whatever and then they ship it to you. So you want to, with the pharmacy, you want to take the things that the customers typically don't like doing. So people don't like waiting in lines and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Like you go there, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to pick up a prescription. Oh yeah, it'll be 30 minutes. Now you got to wander around the drugstore. You're looking at tissues and you're like, what? Where's my shit? But that's a lot of the things that they've already solved.
Have they?
So yeah, that's kind of a difficult one. And I almost think like the staff is trying us right now.
That is a hard one.
I think they're just going to throw crazy shit. Guys, work with us.
People have tried to change it.
I got an idea. Because we live in a more technological or technology savvy society now, and most of the young kids would look at this like, this is stupid. I want to play on my phone. Take the board game and make an interactive connected app where when you move pieces on the board, it will activate their phones with sounds and jingles, and it's more connected.
So they are doing that with like Monopoly Go and stuff like that. This is the thing. So, okay, no.
Hey, I'm trying. It's not scripted.
So this is the thing. What is the one main thing about board games? Where would you do it and with who?
Family.
Exactly. It's an interactive in-person gameplay, right?
Yeah.
It's very hands-on. I don't think that should be changed. I think taking away that aspect is a horrible thing to do, especially in this industry. Businesses have tried this where it's like a game board, where it's like a big iPad in the middle of a box, right? And people would play these games. I think that needs to be changed and just done better. I don't know exactly how to do it, but that could be huge. Kind of like that could be huge. But the company who did it just did not do it right.
Have you guys ever played Monopoly and then someone that's playing with you just loses their shit?
Yeah. That's
What
me.
is that?
That's I go
What
crazy.
is that? Dude, years and years and years ago, I was playing with a couple friends. Holy shit, dude, like flipping the board type of shit.
Really?
Like-
I'd be collecting all the rent.
Yeah, and the dude that did it was a big dude, man. He's just like, yo, fuck this shit.
That's funny.
Everyone was like this.
Yo, Monopoly's fun. But that is a good industry though. That is a good industry. They've, and I you can see there are companies within that industry who are trying to revolutionize it, but they just didn't do it right. They didn't hit the nail on the head. They did something, but it needs to be changed. How? I think it needs to be more mobile. I think it needs to be more tech driven. I think it needs to be better, user experience, user interface, all that stuff. There needs to be accounts. I think a company like Nintendo needs to come out and do something like this because they got the money to do it. They got the R&D, they got all that stuff. And, the Switch is the Switch.
If somebody wants the Apple Watch, which I don't, but you could expand into a whole new market if you collaborated with watch brands and made the device round.
Whoa, wait. Okay, so
Make it round.
I see what you're saying.
Make it round so you could collaborate. And I'm
gonna-
not saying Panerai should do this, but just say Panerai had an option for digital. They have a digital
yeah.
case.
I'm
It's a
gonna-
case,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You get the motherfucker from Apple and you go,
Okay, I'm gonna one-up you here.
now you can change the face, you can program the face. It has a Panerai digital face, but it is a smartwatch where you can still rock the classic design that you want.
Okay, I'm gonna one-up you here. I see where you're going. They've done stuff like this before, but I'm gonna one-up you. The Apple Watch has replaceable straps, right?
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, there should be a collaboration with these brands where you get a case that's made out of the same material that they make a Rolex thing.
Yes.
But instead of it being square or round or whatever, changing it, the case will cover a certain part or whatever, but this can go in line, and I don't know why they didn't do this, but this can go in line with non-fungible tokens, with NFTs. Me as a consumer, I don't have one, but let's say I have an Apple Watch and I bought the casing for it, the holder for it that matches it. I can buy a Rolex NFT, non-fungible token from them directly. It's a digital art, and I can put it on as the screensaver or as the thing
'cause you
on the
bought it.
watch.
Licensed, yeah.
License the NFT right on the watch. So it looks like a Rolex. It has the casing of a Rolex, but it's an Apple Watch. It has a lot of capabilities.
I really think there's a whole market that they could get by just stop making it a rectangle and square. Have another option that's round that they could pop into a case that was digital watch friendly. Let's think. Okay, cords have been on retractable things.
Well,
okay,
there's
they
the
solved that
Roombas, which
problem.
is the vacuum cleaner that does it itself. Like,
If you want to revolutionize vacuums, so what we do is a part of this smack it up, flip it, and rub it down process is you look at the things that are negative that you don't like. It's very easy to do. Flip those into negative. Flip those into positive. So when I have a vacuum cleaner and the bag is full, what annoys me is when you continue to vacuum and you got that weird gray dust because the bag's full and it's coming out in the air.
bro, okay, wait. I just want to. You're talking about bags. I don't think my sister knows what a bag is for a vacuum.
Well, there is a bag that goes inside the vacuum. that
But now you
collects
just
the dirt.
empty them. It's like a compartment. But
No.
yeah.
Or the compartment. Dude,
Yeah.
that little canister, when it gets to a certain point, it will not run again until you fucking empty it. That way you avoid that dust getting everywhere. Because I vacuumed before, and that when it gets full, that dust comes out the sides, and that drives me crazy. It's dirty. It's not good. And sometimes I just don't realize that the thing
Just
is
make
full.
it see-through so you know how to empty it. But okay, yeah. So That's what Dyson does, bro. Like, people do this.
I'm saying some people don't have time to be putting their eyeballs up against that canister. I'm going to revolutionize backpacks. You ready?
Yo, I hope this is
When you
something
put
that
stuff in a
hasn't been
backpack and you're traveling and you're trying to put stuff in it and you're trying to kind of pack strategically where you're not overpacking, you're not packing the ball gown.
We'll go on a week-long trip and this dude will try to stuff everything into one backpack.
You have a backpack material that is all super stretchy canvas where when it's not full, it gets down to a normal size of a backpack, but you can fill it a little bit more than the way it was supposed to. You can basically pack in more. Stretchy material backpacks.
Today's been a long day. I'm going to go eat a taco. Thank you so much for joining us today on Real Business Roundtable. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time we post a new episode. Check us out on Instagram for updates and more. Peace out.